up, you guys? I wanted to do this video for our collectors, our companies, our statue companies, and everyone out there. This one's for you guys.
You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
A lot of disappointment lately. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How's it going, man? Like a happy Saturday, happy 4th of July weekend. Go America, USA, USA.
USA.
How's it going, Brenton?
It's going all right, but it's been so humid today. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of unbearable to be outside. It was awful.
Yeah,
So,
man. Like it's same here. It's like humid. Like it's nice and there's a nice like AC is going through here. Really nice, and everything. The second you open the door, it's like, wait, why would I go out there? Like it's so like it's I don't
ex-
know.
exactly. You're just like I regret this decision. When I go outside.
I wish I had a kid, so I'd be like, hey, go out there and go get whatever we need. But yeah. Cash, man, how's it going in the Midwest?
Pretty good, man. Pretty much a little bit of the same. A little hot, a little rainy. Pretty much all that, man.
Pretty good. How's your Saturday going so far?
It's cool, man. Cleaning up, one of the rooms down in the basement. The last little bit of stuff to get sold. A couple prints here and there, a couple little knick-knack novelty type stuff, man. So pretty much get all that stuff sold, and we'll bring home another statue in about 2 weeks, give or take.
She's not listening, is she? She's like, you need to get these out first,
No,
that's
it's
cool,
all
man.
good, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell some things too, so I know the struggle. Cool. Buck Fangs, man, how you been?
I'm good. Had a fun time last night on collecting weekly, and I bought 2 statues today.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Man. That's probably the last for the foreseeable future. I've been waiting for that for a while. I've saved up all the money, and I was just waiting for it to go up. So I paid for it now. Now I just wait.
For one, how dare you?
We should take like a I don't know what it would be called, like what's it called? Where we don't buy statues, like what Razor and
sabbatical.
what's his name did. Yeah. See if anybody could like.
Oh man, I'm getting withdrawals thinking about it.
Always just chasing that high. I feel like it's funny that you guys mentioned all these statues. Like I don't know if I got anything in recently, but building up my displays, I'm like literally building them up. Like I got bestas, like 3 like huge shelves bestas, so I had to take them apart in order to bring them, upstairs in my car, and then like put them together. But people say it takes like an hour to build, and I swear I'm like, nah, I'll do this in like 10 minutes. I just like assemble everything in 10 minutes. I was like, all right, man, I gotta get my statue right there. I gotta buy this. I gotta buy. Oh man, I need more bestas. It's a weird way of thinking now, man. It's just I can never be satisfied. It's crazy.
But now you're getting bestas. Are you gonna put doors on the bestas, or it's gonna be
Yeah. So I got. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got this cool one. So it's
like
like
Glassvik?
Yeah, it's like Luke's actually. So it has the door and has like an open shelf right here, so you can pull that out. And that's where I was gonna put my switch outs and stuff.
Ah, nice.
And I was gonna make it go all around.
Okay, that's neat. I was gonna say, like, you might end up finding out that you prefer the open display, just because it allows for you to put more pieces, because you can push them closer together. There's no division. There's no like partitions like created.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang it, Buck. I'm just trying to get less statues. That's why I was like trying to get those as storage. But yeah, 1/6 scale fit perfectly in the smaller one. So yeah, that'd be cool. Cash, I think you were saying something, but you were muted.
Oh yeah, it's a timely joke, bro. Don't worry about it. It's a timely joke. I was like, damn
You
it.
gotta strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah.
So I got like a few, like a ton, not a ton of topics, but several topics to come up that been brought up by a couple of people. First thing is patience. You ever hold off on buying a statue and giving it time before you buy it? Like someone recently, a lot of people. I think a lot of us do it too. Like we wait for in-hand pictures, but even after in-hand pictures come out, like your collections, it's basically packed. Do you guys still like hold like? What do you guys think of this question?
Well, I think it's a good question, but for me personally, patience is definitely not a strong suit. This is probably something I struggle with constantly. So I am by no means the gold standard when it comes to this. If there's someone, it's probably Buck who just saves his money and waits for the POs to drop and then just cashes in then.
I think this is a hard one. I kind of decide early on whether I want a piece or not. So I never really like think about it for too long. If there's anything that's preventing me from buying a piece, it's almost always money. It's never that I'm waiting to buy it, to see more or something like that. Usually, I know like pictures are generally good enough to make a decision on whether you like a piece or not. So um, I see the production or like the pictures for the solicitation or whatever. Based on what the company has delivered before in production, I can make a good guess. And for most pieces, you can always return it if it's bad. So generally speaking, I decide then and there, and then it's just a matter of if I have the money to buy it or not.
The red death that you have behind you, is that something you bought right away because you thought it was going to sell out, or is that something like you were really interested
When they put it out for pre-order, I said I would never get a third scale statue.
in?
Right? I it looked There's a bunch of things that looked cool, but I hadn't opened that door yet for myself,
Oh, what's up, Thor?
and I fucked up by buying that one. And once I bought that, I'm like, oh my god, these things are massive. Pause. And
And the
like,
boxes, yeah.
yeah, okay, two boxes, and they're really large. So like, I got the guts behind me, and that really just opened a new world for me. Like a whole lot of options were open. I thought I could resist, and then after that, I just I had to start like saying, okay, do I want this or not? And then there's a bunch of different like factors that go into the decision, right? Will it fit in my collection? Well, not really, actually. Does it fit my taste?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that changes over time and over like the line of your collection, because your lines either cancel themselves out or they just keep staggering over each other.
Mhm. You're right. Yeah. Before I used to collect X-Men, and then I just said, by saying no to all X-Men, I've saved myself a lot of grief. Like a new X-Men statue comes out, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care because I'm not going to buy it. Right? Doesn't matter what character it is or anything. And just like that, a bunch of the Marvel POs are like excluded. I've saved so much money, and now I can focus on other stuff like cool singular pieces that really speak to me. I say, hey, I'm gonna get that. For instance, I'm gonna get the Wonder Woman versus Hydra, and I don't care about any of the other 5 off pieces they're making. Right? I think the Batman looks cool, but it's too massive anyways, and I don't need to have the Trinity. I just want to get the Wonder Woman statue because it's beautiful portrait, one of the best I've seen from a company, and like the composition, the way the Hydras are like spiraling around her, like she's fighting, she's moving back, and then the texture work on the Hydras, like like oh my god, it is so good. So that piece really spoke to me, just like from a quality standpoint, and then price wise, as far as like that, as far as price goes in third scales, and what you're getting there, it felt like an extremely good deal for that piece. So I had to snag it.
Gotcha. How about you, Cash?
Hey, first off, man, let's I seen your cup twice, man, so I gotta speak on it, man. We gotta give a shout out to Chick-fil-A, man. They always keep your beverage cold. You know what I'm saying? Shout out their good customer service, man. You're the best part of the day. That's right, man.
Stay hydrated.
Hey, I'm just saying, shout out
Lemonade
Chick-fil-A,
right here.
man. Spicy chicken sandwich. I'll take cheddar jack on that thing. A side of sauce, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, yeah, patience is all depending on what you're looking for, to be honest. Depending on your budget. I mean, maybe you got the budget where you don't really got to be patient, and money you not really thinking is a problem. You're not really worrying about bills, etc. So you see something, let's just say, uh I don't know, you see something really popular, R2D2 statue or something. I don't know, anything you could name, come up with. You may just buy it, or other people are patient due to they're not able to get a payment plan from somebody to work with them. So it depends on the individual circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I got a couple people who was wanting to do some payment plans on things, so it worked out for me being patient. By being patient, got payment plans, got trusted sellers, and I got retail, baby. Got retail. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think like it just depends all on the individual collector, right? A lot of people have like all these issues and or not none of these issues. So
Yeah.
like Mr. X, he's like the extreme and we are like in the middle probably, and there's other people that are still in the
Yeah.
hot toys world, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just, what you can't do right now. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Another
Well,
one. Sorry, but Brenton.
I was going to say before we move on, so say that money isn't a factor. You have all the money in the world. Do you have the patience not to go out and just buy everything that cool that pops up? Or would you give it time to think about, is that something I really want in my collection?
I think what I've learned from Mr. X is like he bought everything in the very beginning, but now after like a year or two, he's being more like he has direction now, I think. Because he's still selling a ton of them, but he's still buying here and there, but he's being uh more patient with them actually. So I don't know. For me, I feel like I would buy everything. Like just because if I had all the money, I'd be like, all right, Spider-Man line, Batman line, and DC line, whatever. And then I'll be like, or open up like a nice warehouse and
Do you think you
just
would critique statues like you do now of like, should I get this or shouldn't I? Because of,
that's a good question.
like, say, money and space, that you're a lot more selective now. Or if you didn't have to worry about those things, would that selection go out the window? Like how selective you are?
Buck.
I'd
Uh
be I'd be way less selective if I had more money and space. But like I'd still be selective. There's just some things I think look bad, so I wouldn't buy them. But there's a lot of statues that I've had to say no to, just because it's like there's a whole calculus that goes into choosing what goes in, right? And it's well, some of the biggest limiters are space and money, and once those two go out the window, like there's a whole new horizon for you. So I think like the moment you take that out of your calculations, it's just honestly the sky is the limit for a lot of people in that regard.
Like the ceiling right here, money is holding me back from raising that ceiling.
Well, no, because it's when you talk about like the money aspect, that seems like it's forced patience. Like it's not necessarily in your control.
Yeah, I could see that.
So it's not like I'm a patient person as opposed to my life circumstances forces me to be patient.
Definitely.
I mean,
Those
Britain hypotheticals, man.
Yeah.
No, it's a good one. Like, to be honest, I'm like, I'm thinking about Mr. X and I'm thinking about art. They have these massive. I'm guessing they have this like, money is no object. Well, it's obviously an object since they're collecting, but like, it's not as bad for them as it is for us. So I'm like thinking about them, but I don't see them going too far, like collecting a billion statues or like buying a new house just, well, I don't know. Art kind of did that. I don't know, man. That's a good question. It's a good hypothetical because like if we were to win the lottery tomorrow, like I don't think I'll see you guys anymore. So I'm kidding. But like it's
So you're saying
interesting.
like even though they have like they can pretty much get anything they want, they kind of still curate to like very specific pieces.
I
I
think they do.
think in that too, space is a factor. If you look at Mr. X's display, it's pretty much full, right? I mean, he's got some space to. It's almost like he's playing Jenga right now with his space, and he's got pretty large space.
Yeah.
And aside from what we see in the videos, he also, he's done a few room tours, and he's displaying some stuff like outside the basement, right? Still, like
Hmm.
so in the end, like he's very well off, but space, that's the final frontier.
Yeah.
Can't
That's a
you
good
can't
one.
like unless you were like I don't think we see too many people with mansions right now that like are active in the company. I said in in the community, like people that have like really big houses or maybe multiple large houses. Yeah, those are probably collectors that don't like engage too much. Maybe like I know Guillermo del Toro has like he collects a lot.
Yeah, that guy has a he brought over his collection to a museum in San Diego one time, and I was like, "Who does this?" Like, I guess you're so rich that you bring your collection over so everyone could see it, but he did
Hmm.
it. So I was like, "God." But I guess another answer to your question, Brenton, is this clip I started using recently. Is
Now you gotta want this life. You got to want it all the way to your bones.
You got to want it all the way to the bone.
it has to be a hobby to that, or this hobby has to be, you know, you got to know a lot, man. Like third scale, half scale, sixth scale, figures, statues, and everything in between, man.
I
There's
have
a
to
lot of
say with
things to
this
know.
hobby, that clip is kind of perfect because it really feels like this needs to be your only hobby. Like this is pretty restrictive when it comes to like you can't do a lot of hobbies or have a lot of hobbies and this be one of them.
I mean, my hobby before this was like photography, and the camera I have, like, I was crying about like spending $1,000 on a lens, $500 on whatever, and I'm like, man, like, there's a camera right there not being used. There's like $2,000 worth of stuff there, and now I'm buying all this crap, and I'm like,
Yeah.
$500, no problem. $700, no problem.
Oh
So
man.
I
It's all
don't know
about
what that says to
perspective,
me.
right? Your
Yeah,
perspective changed though. But I mean, you can't be in like statues and then worry about maybe like
cars or
cars or hot toys or you know 12 inch or like 12 scale figures. So
mhm.
there's so many things that you can collect, and it doesn't feel like you can collect them all because even if it's smaller stuff, they're gonna pull away from your statue funds because they are such big purchases that you kind of have to limit that stuff if you want to still get statues.
Ash, how about you? Did you have any like hobbies before you got stuck in this one?
Sorry, did you say me or Buck? Sorry.
Ash.
I mean, pretty much just the same ones as everybody else. I mean, most people, depending on for your first like media, kind of like like as you kind of like left the nest, so to say, your parents' house or whoever you lived with, Blu-rays, DVDs into Blu-rays, things like that.
This guy is so right. Shelf collectors can slip into statue collecting, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, man. I thought that was a simple question, but yeah, I think we got a good amount of answers there. This other one came up. I thought it was interesting. Damage. If you're cleaning or moving your statue around and it happens, what do you do? So there's this one person that reached out that said, I received this. There's a scratch on it and there's a scuff on the bottom on the base, but it's on the back of it. uh, do you think, I'm not worried about it, but like, would you worry about it if it happened to you? And I told him, not really. I mean, luckily I have the statue doctor here. I wouldn't worry about it until like I had to get something else fixed. So maybe then, but not at the moment. I mean, it does happen. Like I clean my statues and like putting them down, like they tip over, something cracks or something. It does happen.
Yeah, I don't think I'd worry about it. I mean, we'll use Sideshow. Uh, I don't know, Silver Surfer, for example. Like if you got that Silver Surfer from a Sideshow and you didn't hold on to it, for like 80 days and then open it, I would probably like, or however long their policy is, I'd let them know right away just because you have that option to let them know. Even if they're just going to give you a credit or a refund or send it back or whatever, I would just say it. But if I bought it after market and something happened, maybe I let the person know. Maybe you guys could work out something. But something minor, like it's nothing. Like I've like my Taskmaster, he has like a spec. I guess you could equate it to somebody having like a mole on their skin or something like that. He has like a little speck that you could tell maybe they just missed the QC of the paint, but it's nothing for me to it's nothing for me to call them and demand a refund. It's not nothing major.
Yeah. Really quick, Rashid said, of course he did. What up, mofos? Be selective when you collect. These statues are now mortgage payments, like literally. But yeah,
What's the
true.
mortgage?
That's the X right there. How about for you, Buck? Damage.
When I'm cleaning, I'm usually very careful. The only time I've damaged something was a tooth on the Venom and the like and that like Miles Morales statue. I broke one tooth off,
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
right? But I don't care. I never plan on selling it, so it doesn't bother me. As far as when, oh yeah, I actually damaged something that I was planning to sell, but that was just because the statue was a piece of shit. And so like but the thing is, because the statue was so like messed up and it was prone to damaging, when I was selling it, it wasn't an issue for the person I was selling it to.
Okay.
So, but for the most part, if someone was to sell me something and came with damage, that's happened once before. I tell the person, and they'll give you maybe like a little like partial refund, and that's all good. And sometimes it's not even big enough. If it's not a break, I generally don't care. Something that can be easily fixed. Um, yeah, but as far as cleaning, I'm usually very careful.
We got someone joining us. Sorry, 1 second.
Mother of God.
Oh shit!
Oh, what is up? What is up?
Oh shit! It's
Oh, look at
Rome.
this guy. Hold up,
Damn,
bro.
man, I haven't seen you on live in a long
We're
time.
not worthy, Buck. We're not worthy.
What you got there, man? Look at this guy.
Yeah, man. I haven't stopped smiling since I took him out the box yesterday. I wanted to do a live unboxing, but I couldn't. I just couldn't wait. I just had to. When you get everybody on this panel knows how it is. When you get that one piece that you like, you just can't stop grinning. You can't stop feeling the anticipation. So here he is, custom Lord Vader.
Congratulations, man.
Why isn't that lit up?
Oh, we can take care of that for you. Hold on for a minute. We can take care of that for you.
Dang. Let me put mine away. Dang. I think it's even getting brighter now.
Oh man, who wants to sing the Star Wars theme? I'll make the Vader sounds.
There you go.
You were my brother, Anakin.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
That's really bright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, even Bruce
that's.
Lee's lit.
I took one pic. Took one pic of this, and he's got everything lit up, and I swear it kind of looks like the scene out of Rogue One when he is on the ship and we see Vader in full display of his might, And that's what this reminds me of. This is the new Hope Vader. So this is, the original Vader.
Mhm.
And
I could actually hear the voltage going to it right now.
yeah, you can hear the voltage. You can, when it turns on, it's like the
Whoa.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I can't stop marveling at it. It's a
Is that battery powered or LED?
Dang.
LED.
No,
Comes
sorry,
with
I
the
meant it's the AC adapter.
yeah, it comes with the plug and
Okay,
everything.
that's
So
very good. That's
yeah,
very
it
good.
is. It is because I was thinking, man, where the batteries at in this? But nah, it's comes with the plug. Like I said, 1/4. A lot of people been getting this in this week. But a lot of people been getting their 1/3s in. I don't know if I'm the first to get the 1/4 in, but 1/4 to 1/3, whoever's getting this custom Vader, you're not gonna be disappointed.
Dude, man, I
It's a
gotta
simple
ask.
pose. The pose is simple, but
Yeah,
at the
for sure.
same time, it's a commanding presence about this. I mean, because it's Vader. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, and to have the greatest cinematic villain, pretty much the greatest villain all around. Although us Doom fans might, have a little argument with
Look at
that, but
Cash. He's looking down on you right now. He's like, what the fuck?
but then again, I got both of the iconic villains in the
Oh
collection
yeah.
now, but it's this guy. When you first saw him, in my case, I'm old, but I'm 77. Premiere Star Wars. Kids backseat of my parents' car. And I remember I had fell asleep when I woke up. That's when they showed Vader walking through the ship, grabbing homeboy by the throat. Where are those plans?
Oh man. Yo,
and
bro, like right now, do you have any like other red lights in the room?
no.
Dude,
I
that's
got these
crazy.
little LED lights hanging up, but they're mainly white, and they have like the film that they're inside kind of, maybe gives it kind of like
Filters it.
that red look to where it pretty much highlights this even more.
Oh, okay, because man, the whole room is
Yeah.
is washed in the light from the saber. That's a very bright LED on that.
Yeah, it is bright. And I don't turn it on too much because I don't want it to end up burning out or something like that. But for display purposes, it's like if somebody ever comes over and I got everything set up, I would have it on. But and it comes with switch outs too. There are some switch outs, but I pretty much like this pose right here.
Does he have a force choke?
Oh yeah.
I think he does. I'm not sure. I know he's got the 2 switch outs where he's got his hands on his hips like that, but
Oh
I
dang.
don't think he does. I think it does. I'm not sure. Because there was a lot of other arm switch outs in another box, but I just didn't feel like taking all of that out. So
And yours
this
is
pretty much
third
right
scale?
here defines them.
No, I think this is quarter scale, right?
This is quarter
Yeah,
scale?
this quarter scale.
Damn.
Yeah, this quarter
So,
scale.
so they made this in a quarter scale and a third scale.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a crazy.
and a lot of people been getting their third scales in this week. I thought it was another custom piece I had that came in, but when I started tracking them, I was like, oh shit. So I had to rush. I had somebody coming over looking at my house. But I said they can wait. Get a piece like this in, put everything on hold.
It looks great, man. Like I'm getting a suntan just from the light exposure.
Congrats, man.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
So yeah, there's a couple people asking, is that third scale? Is this the one Vader was talking? I mean, Vader was Thor looking for? I think Thor was like.
I think he was. Yeah, I think Thor was looking for this. He put up a couple of memes on his messenger. The pain, I guess, because he missed out on it. But you can have but so many Vaders in your collection, because it's true. He's going to always have, this costume. Might be some different concepts like what Sideshow has out with the one that they recently released where he's got half his mask torn off, like we saw in the finale of Kenobi. But again, this is, and the thing I like about this, the cake is so clean and smooth.
Oh man, the way you said that, so clean and smooth.
Yeah, so clean and smooth, so fresh and so clean.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful piece. It's a very beautiful piece. Can't stop saying enough about it.
Polly's Hideout is asking, is this Vader sold out?
I think he is. So yeah, he is sold out. He is sold out. As some people probably missed their, payments and wasn't able to pay this. I mean, it almost happened to me. I almost wasn't able to pay the shipping on this. Everything else had been paid off, but it was time for that shipping. I was like, damn, my brother kind of strapped right now. So, they were wanting to get this out, but thankfully something came through for me, and I was able to get it out. So
That's good, man. That's,
and I'm supposed to be from this same group. I'm supposed to be getting the Emperor. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I can still maintain that. But if the Emperor is half as good as this, then a lot of people talk about NYC, and I have never gotten a product from them, but this group, they did an excellent job with this Vader and a couple other things they got coming out. Doing a real good job.
I think I've seen the renders for the Emperor, right? And that looks pretty sick. Are they gonna do mixed media for the robes, or it's gonna be sculpted?
I would think it would probably be mixed media because this is mixed media. I don't know if the Emperor's robe will be mixed or sculpted, but either way, that piece is going to be, that's probably going to be the best Emperor out here.
What's
Probably.
funny?
We'll see.
The next topic I had on our list was custom. What are your thoughts on collecting them?
Y'all know my thoughts. I'll let y'all go first.
So really quick, I'll go really quick. Customs, I can't get into them because the boxes, the price, and the long lead times. But custom portraits, custom accessories, I'm all in for it. That's me. How about you guys? Brenton, have you touched customs yet, or?
No, that's not a path I want to go down right now.
Stay far away, man. There's too many.
That's real talk.
Too many good things. Like I'll leave it at that. How about you, Buck? Oh, I think you're on mute, Buck.
I wasn't on mute. I was sucked. Well, I wouldn't recommend customs to anyone. There's some um, there's some people you might look at and you might think, okay, I can trust them, but for the most part, the vast majority of them are ass. You know,
Jesus.
they produce like really terrible quality in terms of when it comes out. You get worse. For anyone who thinks Sideshow is not good for the price, then you're out of your mind if you're buying customs and you say stuff like that. I think because most customs have ass paint, ass art direction, and like the quality they come in, the packaging is usually not great. I get those black foam inserts. They're like layered in sets. It's not as good as the white styrofoam, so it's not guaranteed to keep things safe. So if you want to sell the piece as well, you're always going to be thinking something could break while I'm shipping it to someone. Um, you know, you can't trust that. There's a lot of things, but generally it comes down to the quality that comes out. Uh, and the price you're paying for it. Like I can't imagine myself like again paying the same price I would pay for a prime 1/3 scale to purchase a quarter scale custom that is painted like shittily. Right? That is fucking absurd, man. I can't. And so I would rather pay something from a company where like I know I can even return the product if I don't like it. You can't return a custom if you don't like it.
Nope.
You're stuck with your piece of garbage because as long as there's no damage, like that's it. Like you get like what you get, and like you're being sold on a render at first. sometimes maybe the custom won't sell out on the renders, and like you can buy after you see the first prototype paint. But even for the prototype paints, like a lot of the times the factories do not come anywhere close to like matching what the master painter has done, especially if music,
Yes,
especially
in the house, unfortunately.
Oh, okay,
I
uh
that's
got the
good.
door closed too, so
You're good. You're
sorry
good.
about that.
yeah,
I thought it was me. I thought I was like, is there a party outside?
yeah. And the paint, they're not gonna match what the master painter has done for customs, man. I'd say
Hold on a
Uh,
like,
second, y'all.
wait, that's Polly.
yeah. Polly's saying
See,
I only own three
all were painted
customs. All
well.
were painted well. Yeah.
And my biggest peeve is the boxes. Yeah, they are. They don't come with instructions, and you're rarely gonna find an unboxing video that's gonna show you. Every now and then you might get lucky. Mr. X might unbox it and show you what the box looks like, or there's some maybe another channel, but rarely. Yeah, you gotta figure it out yourself. And the thing is, okay, most of them aren't that complex, but I'd say like the paint job on most customs, man, they're not good. From what I've seen, from what I've bought, and like also what people have shown and presented, it's kind of crazy to me.
Hey, Buck. I feel like the custom guys are gonna say this now.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Oh man, and that's not to say I still got customs on pre-order, right? I have
Mhm.
three, but now I have some criteria, and it's like I can't pay over 1 grand for a custom. Nope. Like if I'm gonna buy a custom, the price needs to be less than 1,000 because shipping is probably gonna be expensive. I don't want to buy anything that's overly ambitious or large. Like they don't have the. I feel like most of these custom companies they don't have the what's the word? They don't have the funds or the experience to invest into proper QC for things that are very ambitious in terms of like design. And so like it's very possible that you could get some of those things and they'll be badly executed. Even though it looked nice in the render. Getting like huge elaborate pieces is a hell no for me when it comes to customs. Something like what Rome has, it's pretty simple museum pose. Like you can take that's like low risk, you know. But like when you start going into like stuff that's like getting super crazy and huge, with I can't trust it anymore. I've tried and I got burned, so I'm never doing that again. Yeah.
I had a question for you guys. Has customs 3 years ago been as pricey as they would be now, or is it all of a sudden
I
just jumped
think
out of the
honestly
crazy?
they've gotten more pricier than what they were 3 years ago. They've always been expensive. Um, Once I really started getting into the custom game and seeing how not all the commissioners are like this, you got some good commissioners out there, but and nowadays when it comes to this pricing, it's like one thing you'll hate about a custom is it seems like the payment comes all at once. That's the
Oh
thing that
yeah.
I really hate about customs. Like I said, I almost didn't get this. I got hit with the shipping on this in 1 week, and then I had another shipping come up for another custom that I got coming in that same week, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap, $300 some change for shipping is reasonable, but at the same time, when you gotta pay the last installment for the statue, and then another week later you gotta pay the shipping. And for some of us, we don't get paid every week. We get paid bi-weekly. So you gotta take care of all your other expenses, your bills and stuff. And it seems like the customs, when payment comes, it's gonna come, and it seems to hit you all at once. And at the same time, you're waiting on this piece because I think I PO'd him like I want to say 2 years ago. So it's been kind of a wait. It's been a wait. And that's the
Wow.
thing about a lot of customs. You're gonna wait. There are some commissioners that are really good with getting their product out at a timely manner, but a lot of times with customs, you are going to wait. You're going to wait a long time. I just now, this one commissioner hit me up about this custom Black Panther piece that I forgot that I ordered, and that was like, I want to say maybe 3, 4 years ago. And
Yeah.
word was getting out that he was probably a scammer. But I don't think that's the case. He's just been slow getting this mess out. And that's the one thing about custom. That's why I tell people, be careful if you want to get into the custom game. Just be careful.
Hey, Rome. Can I borrow $200 real quick? I'm kidding.
I had to do some borrowing today myself. It's the hobby in general. And Buck made a good point. People all the time, they talk their little smack about Sideshow for whatever reason. And sometimes they do deserve the criticism, but that company is very, very reasonable when it comes to prices. And I think a lot of people that have been saying this about Sideshow, you're gonna find that out because you see how expensive Prime One is, XM, and this custom game. So that's the main thing that turns me off about custom. That's why I said when I get these next couple of customs in, I'm out of the custom game for pretty much a good while, maybe forever.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well,
Cash.
sorry, I was just gonna say one more thing. Try not, if you ever do decide to get customs, try not to get more than one piece, like on pre-order
Yes.
from the same commissioner. If you can avoid it. If you think like if you've never received a piece before, wait until you receive at least one piece from the commissioner before you pre-order something else. No, yeah, that's what I would say.
Is commissioner like changed? Is it the same as like a company? Like, is that the same wording or the same meaning?
No, it just means the person who is like managing the project manager. So
Oh, okay.
person who is commissioning the piece, because
Okay.
it's like the whole idea is like it's a fan art piece, and they're commissioning like the sculpt from an artist, a freelance artist, to make the sculpture, like the 3D sculpture, and so that's the idea behind calling them a commissioner.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a project manager.
Cash, man. Like, I know, like, yeah, you were into customs for a little bit. What are your thoughts on them?
Um, I agree with Buck. I was talking with Spider-Man, Chris Barton, and he said, one per group. It's not necessarily about how good that group is or bad they are or whatever. You have to just make sure you get that piece in before so you can make your judgment. And then if it's like a trustworthy group at that point in time, if you want to do, at the most two per that group because you've done a lot of business with them in the past, so you have that rapport and stuff, then you can bump it up to two. But in the beginning, definitely just one. Also, be more selective. Take a look at for example, how much stuff they're putting out there. They're putting out 20 things, but only one thing has been delivered. That's something, I won't name the group, but that's something me and Buck experienced with you guys know the group that Buck talks about, so there's that. So you just have to really be careful. I have a total of 5 customs on order. And if you're talking about 2022, I only expect to get probably Blade and Loki out of the 5. And all were ordered 2021, except for one. There was a Spider-Man piece that was ordered in January of this year. That one is a pretty good group. They do a lot of stuff. They did the Rhino that everybody got in. That kind of looks like the XM one. There's a very good group, according to Chris and Luke. So I'm cool there. But I would just say be careful, man. And last thing I'll say, between Sideshow, Tweeterhead, XM, if we're just specifically talking about 1/4, with all 3 of them companies, man, at 1/4, you gonna get what you want when it comes to Batman, DC, and Marvel, you know, Spider-Man, whatever. Like, you gonna get what you want. So I don't necessarily think you have to go to customs all the time. Now, for some pieces like that Rome got in, like that Vader for that rendition, or I think you got in, what was that, like Thrawn, and then you got in like
Yeah,
a
Thrawn.
Lantern. Those are pieces that you're not going to get from license. So I would see those characters because you're not going to get that. But for like your regular Spider-Man and stuff, maybe hold off if you unsure.
Also, you know, if it's a good sculpt and like you're willing to risk it coming like to you and state that like because sometimes you can get lucky. That's the truth. Like the piece that's behind Rome is a custom statue, so like it's not like they're all garbage, but you know,
And
just
Buck,
be cautious.
Yeah.
what do you feel on this? Last thing I'll say is this: what do you feel on this? Don't get fooled by the commissioner, aka project manager, with the, not to call out this person specifically, just as example. Oh hey, this is being made by Caleb. Oh hey, this is being made by Franco. Don't get
Yeah.
fooled by that name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with the sculptor. This has nothing to do with the sculptor. I'm just saying don't get fooled. Is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
don't get sucked into the hype. Another thing that you'll find out is like if you're ever in a custom group, like it's like anyone who's in any custom group, you know, like it's a space where only positivity is allowed. You're not gonna see the negative comments in the group. So if you want to get like actual like a varied opinion of like stuff, you're gonna have to go to people who have probably been kicked out. And you know, that's the thing. You're not gonna see people because there's that whole like it's like an exclusive club to be in a custom group,
Yeah.
and when people get in, they don't want to get kicked out of the club, so they behave themselves, and
Yeah.
it means people are not going to be expressing this dissatisfaction in the group. They really aren't. For the most part, you're just gonna hear yes men
Yep.
going, "This is the best thing
That's
ever."
100%
You
true.
know, I
And
mean,
unless it rhymes with the NYC, the edition size isn't always 40 or whatever. That's another thing, Buck. I'm
yeah,
not lying on that one, man.
man, you might think there's also like that too. The edition size, you know, with those
Hey,
APs and those kits, and like you know, they can really extend something. So if you think you're getting something,
yeah.
it's still in the end, it's still more exclusive than something you would get at a licensed company. To be honest, but it's just might not just be as exclusive as the number that's at the bottom. Um,
Basically, if you all mad at Prime One, then it's kind of the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're not really sold out, is all I'm getting at.
yeah, definitely sketchy.
Brenton, does this change your mind on customs at all, or does it scare you away, or
I
where?
think it
What do
just solidifies my thought to just stay away.
It's like
Man,
one less headache to deal with, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Smart
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
again, if you see something that looks really cool that you don't think you're gonna see from a licensed company, it might be worth the risk. I
Yeah.
would just say don't spend over $1,000 before shipping on custom.
When I got that Tigra, no license company is gonna do her. You
No,
know,
Nope.
but pause. So um, but the quality of that piece was sensational, like a licensed group. So Buck's right. If you see, because license the custom guys, they're gonna do the characters that the licensed people want, and that's the only. I'm not gonna say whether that's the only, but that's one of the main factors that can attract you to a custom. Especially me, because I'm such a comic geek. I grew up reading these books. I'm like, oh, they're doing that character. I remember that character. Sideshow's not doing it. XM ain't doing it. So that's the one great quality about a custom. But again, it's just the pricing, the shipping, and Buck, you right. The boxes that it comes in, that black styrofoam. They just box differently than what you would get from your regular boxing with Sideshow or Prime One or someone like that.
Cool.
Yep.
All these questions are leading up to my final question or topic is, of course, I think everyone knows already, is about Prime One. There's a couple more topics to get to before that, but this one is going to help lead up to it. Drama. How do we as collectors deal with drama within the community? like if there's like a misunderstanding, or if there's like a debate about a statue being re-released, or if there's something going on between like someone two collectors, like in specific like whatever.
Yeah, we
uh
know. We know.
yeah. So like also like if you guys want to drop names, I'm gonna drop names, but like I don't like it, man. It's like if you guys want, for me, like to answer this question, like deal with it amongst yourselves. Like if there's two collectors are have like a confrontation or like have an issue with like something, deal with it amongst yourselves, and then if you guys need backup, like screenshot, man, because a lot of people unsend, and just the whole chat's gone. So screenshot, and uh, I'll get into it a little bit more. But what do you guys think? How do you guys think collectors deal with drama within the community?
If like you're like a spectator and you're seeing
You're like,
stuff, I mean, it's all up to you whether you want to watch it or not. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if like when it comes to like the most recent thing that happened with Sick and MCE.
mhm.
I if I don't like the way he's being. Oh man, if I don't like what I'm seeing on screen, if I don't think it's classy or anything, I don't have to watch it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
it's honestly that's how they want to air out the grievances, or at least that's how like Sick wanted to air out the grievance, and you know, I honestly just don't care. It doesn't affect me or the hobby in a negative way. I think.
Yeah, definitely, especially like Sick, like as a collector first, and then a YouTuber. For me, I think he's a collector first, then a YouTuber next. I think he has more like I don't know how you say it, like more reach. So he's like, being heard by more people than a regular collector would be. So whatever he says has influence on, other collectors. And if he says something negative about somebody else, I don't know, man. It brings negative energy to the community, and it's not good, man. And I don't see any way of it being good. But drama is like, I'm not a big fan
Yeah,
of it.
I hear you. No, no, you're right. But all that kind of stuff is a flash in the pan. It doesn't matter. Like
Hmm.
I like it doesn't affect my buying patterns or like me looking forward to the next piece or people sharing pictures of their collection or the new piece they just got or what they hope to get like from this company or that or the multitude of other discussions that we're having in the community. It's a drop in the bucket, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't again I see a car crash, you keep driving. You might rubberneck for a bit, but like you just keep driving. In the end, like the way that's being hashed out is the way it is, and like I don't really have any criticisms for it other than I wouldn't have done it that way. But like if that's how it's happening, like
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see it as a negative thing for myself. I guess also it's because of the way I see myself interacting with this community. I still see myself as like, I'm separate, I'm an individual, and like I'm interfacing. I don't, there is a community there, but everyone can make decisions for themselves and how they conduct themselves. And in the end, it's just one episode in a very large series. We're watching. There's like way more other things you can watch and like look at and pay attention to. And like there's people that are interested in that. They want to see that. It's entertaining for them. And so
Hmm.
like there's if I turn on the television, go like on cable, I can watch the Kardashians if I want, but I can honestly just pretend like it doesn't exist, and I could go watch like a good movie or a good TV show. You
Or you
know?
could say something like this guy.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah. Like, honestly, just if you don't like it, look away. And
Change the channel.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I see it like here and there, and when that got brought up, I was like, I didn't even listen to the whole thing, but like, Yeah, yeah. It is what it is, I guess. What how
Uh,
people say.
I was at work when that came on. I didn't know what it was all about. When I got home that morning, I watched it, and I was like, wow. You know, I hate seeing stuff like this in the community because we're all doing the same thing. We're all collecting,
Yeah,
regardless of what you collect, what genre or whatever. But we're all collecting, and I just hate to see it. I really do. But it is what it is. I hope that gets ironed out between them. If it does, that's cool. But if it doesn't, it is what it is. I like both guys. I've met George in 2019. He was pretty cool. Um, and I met Sick for the first time last year when we met up at the Baltimore. And Sick was cool as hell. Met him at the barbecue last year as well. Sick is he's a presence in this community, and I think he's a positive presence. I like Sick. Some people may not like us. He's loud and stuff, but that's him. You need personality, you know, in whatever we're doing. Lots of sports have personalities. We even have personalities in poker playing. You need that personality in the community. I just hate to see it. I try to get along with everybody. I watch
yeah,
everybody's channel. So people will say it could have been done this way and that way. And it could have been, but like Six said, he's cut from a different cloth. So hey, you just gotta, he's from up in New York. He's from the streets. And they have a thing about loyalty. That's just how it is. But I hope it gets ironed out. I hope they can, come to a conclusion, come to a understanding, and get back. They probably won't ever be, close friends again, or nothing like that. But hopefully cooler heads will prevail and they can move on. Because I hate seeing drama in the community. I really do.
same here, man. I love the positivity. By the way, it's like it's uplifting, man. Like definitely, especially like the community where we're like all having fun, and then like we see our friends going like having this little thing going on. I'm just like, come on, man, get out of here. Like go in the back room or something and go fight it out or something. But like come back after you're done,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like yeah, it's something else. I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything on it. I know it's like a recent topic, but
Yeah, I mean, I'll say to answer the two-part question, with Prime One, or any statue not concerning Big Chat, but anything, I think the drama is all based on when you arrive. But I think you answered it best. I was watching. I missed being on the club yesterday, but I was watching that with you guys, and you had said about Superman Hush, and I agree. I feel like if they were to make another Superman Hush, it would be terrific for the people who missed it. However, I wouldn't want to get my Hush that way. Like I got the Doc Ock, and I don't know if you've seen the video, Rome, but man, like my face was exactly how your face was for this Darth
I
Vader.
saw it.
Because bro, since like that's the piece I've been looking for a year. So to finally get it, and then they had a dude in the chat who sold it to me, man, and it was cool.
yeah,
It was
cool.
it was just really cool, man. It's all unexpected, and I was able to get it for a great price. We set up a payment plan. It worked out, and I was able to get it, and it was just perfect, man. And so if they were to come out with that again, the exact same rendition, but let's just say take away one tentacle or something, it would be kind of gut wrenching from a fan perspective. On the other side of the topic, when it does concern, like I guess you could say, yeah, definitely shout out Gandolfo, man. When it comes to like beef in the community or whatnot, two parts to it. Part A is all based on personality. My personality, I'm more chill, more laid back, you know what I'm saying? So I can kind of take stuff. But sometimes I'll take stuff. You guys know I'll vent to you guys backstage, but I'll never say it on camera. But that's just who I am, you know what I'm saying? but I do think it's personalities, and I do agree with Rome. Like we do need different personalities in any community. Like I mean, that's kind of like some people like different news or ESPN anchors. You know what I'm saying? Because they deliver it in a different way. Like if you guys remember, Stuart Scott. Stuart
Mhm.
Scott was great. He was great. You know what I mean? Like, what you got from him was different than what you were gonna get from Scott Van Pelt or Stephen A. Smith or whoever you like. I mean, it's different. But I do feel like there's gonna be different eggs in every basket. So you kind of just gotta brush stuff off. How I would have handled that situation, I can't tell you because I've never been in that situation. But then again, based on where you're from, it's not about what you guys saw. You got to remember, if we're basing it off of who it happened to, it's about principle, not what actually happened. And the
Yeah,
principle of the matter
exactly.
is, you are my boy, and this happened. That's it. And a lot of people don't know, and I can't speak on it because it's not my place to speak on it. But I think there was some past transgressions as well, and so it's like layering on the birthday cake. So a lot of people, was in here, hee hee ha ha, because they're getting to see it. But you guys got to know the full story, and on both sides as well, on MCE side as well, because there is two sides to every story. But I'm just saying, like, you don't know every layer of the cake. You know what I mean? But shout out to Sick and shout out to MCE, man.
Another thing, another clip I wanted to bring up really, really quick. I don't know if you guys know the comedian Joe Diaz. He,
Joey
I'll show a little
Diaz.
clip. Yeah.
We need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
Oh, the comedian. Oh, the comic.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm like Joey Diaz.
When I heard that the other day, I was like, man, this guy's right, man. In a crazy way, he's right. But like, you're finished. Like, you mess with one of us, But like, we're all still friends at the end, or we should be. So That's all I wanted to bring up on that one. Brenton, unless you wanted to add anything, or if you don't, it's all good.
Uh, I think it's just two completely separate things. Like I'm not interested really in the drama within the community. I kind of just ignore that for the most part. Uh, but when it comes to like statue companies mistreating, I guess you could say mistreating collectors, I think that's the bigger issue of like that needs to be brought to light and discussed because you don't want to be taken advantage of. It really puts people in a bad situation if they have to go to the secondary market, buy something, and then the company just releases another version of the same thing, and you're just like,
The
So
secondary market too, you're not always gonna pay retail, It's most likely a
exactly. So
little bit
you're
above. And,
odds are you're probably paying
Yeah.
more, and
Yeah.
then for them to just drop something the same thing again, you're like, oh, if I would have just waited, but I had no idea of knowing. You didn't tell me you were gonna do this. It'd be one thing if you announced it when you first announced the other one, be like, oh, we're gonna have one with a wall, one without a wall.
Yeah.
So, that's how I view it. I think those things should be brought to light and discussed. So hopefully we can have some impact on the companies continuing to do that.
nice. Cash, I think you said you had one more thing.
Yeah, I was gonna answer Keesis real quick. He says a recent topic, YouTube stealing content. I'll say this, and quick 30-second story. Shout out to Payne Collectibles. You guys can check out his channel. He had made a comment about wanting to do unboxing, but he didn't get it first because a more popular YouTuber, won't say the name, got the exact same statue first. And so he was kind of a little down because that YouTuber was going to get all the views, being the first person, et cetera, all that type of stuff, which is cool, which is great. And I'm like, hey, you gotta remember something, dude. Everybody serves burgers, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about what they like. They want your burger, you know what I'm saying? They may not always want McDonald's, Burger King. They want that Five Guys. They want that Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm saying? So I was basically letting them know, like, dude, you could still content all day, but you ain't got the same sauce. You got to remember that, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, I could come up with an idea today. Somebody takes it tomorrow. Hey, they want to come see me. They want to come see you. So it is what it is, man. Can't worry about it, man. Just have fun. Just have fun. We're here to have fun.
Yeah, like who here like is ever looking at a statue and just watches one video when they're trying to look at reviews. No one does
Yep.
that. You watch like multiple people like doing reviews or doing
Exactly.
unboxing. So like, yeah, man, go ahead and make the video.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
still watch the collector. That's very. I should. What's the word I should say? Well, not very well liked in the community. I'm not gonna mention his name, but
I
I'm
think I
not
know.
subscribed to him, but I still watch him. I'm still gonna watch him.
You
The
what?
Rome said,
Yeah.
"I can't give him a sub, but I can give him a view."
I ain't gonna give him a sub. He done too much in the community, so
Bro, did this collector ever have a burning house?
For one, how dare you?
Will you stop?
Did...
That's funny,
Oh
man.
man.
On to our next good good stuff, man. Uh Another one that I had for tonight is anticipation. What is on your radar? What are you looking for on upcoming cons? So on your radar, like, is there anything that's coming up that you're looking to get? And are you looking forward to the Comic Cons? I think it's next week, man. Like San Diego Comic Con and then Sideshow Con. So it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna get busy, man.
I hope y'all signed up and got y'all $10 sideshow reward.
yeah.
Yeah, of course, man.
I was looking forward to Sideshow. I was hoping they would do a new Spider-Man, but after that Miles Morales teaser came out, I just realized if they did another Spider-Man, they do another Force Perspective base, and I like keep that shit to yourself.
Jesus.
So man, I don't know. I was really hoping they'd do a Spidey, but I don't think they'll do one that I would like. If they do that kind of base, I wouldn't want to buy it. And I don't know. I don't think XM's gonna make a Spider-Man I like anytime soon. Either, so.
I would say within the year they will. Like at
XM?
least by next year.
XM?
Oh no. Sideshow.
Oh,
XM is too busy right now with like 1,000 other projects.
Oh man,
Yeah.
they still need to show us that Venomized Spider-Man black suit.
That'd be tight. Yeah.
I think Buck's onto something there. It'd be like, don't buy any sideshow pieces for like 2 years until they run this cycle of all the forced perspective.
Dude,
And then
man.
move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's the sad thing because they're doing the Force Perspective. They did it with Gwen, they did it with Miles, and so it just
Asylum.
seems like if they were to do a Peter, like they do an actual Spider-Man,
That's true.
it's not good. They're gonna do the stupid base, and I'm not here for that, man. I don't want that shit.
You know what they're probably going to do? It'll be like a beast with some forced perspective background, and it'll just make everyone angry that's been waiting for another beast.
Oh man, Beast will get a Sentinel foot.
Oh, it's because they did it with Psylocke too, right? Oh
Yeah.
crap. Oh damn it. Okay.
It's weird. Like they haven't done a Psylocke with a Sentinel base. The last one was just like her powers flaring off the ground, and this new one is her on a lantern with the force perspective in the back for the pagodas.
Yeah. That's crazy. How about you,
Yeah.
Cash? Like, do you see anything coming up for Sideshow Con or San Diego Comic Con or anything?
No, from the last stuff that they had, the one I'm looking forward to the most is probably Doctor Doom from Daniel Bell. As far as the last stuff, I'm really looking forward to that statue coming out to finally, get some more Daniel Bell in the collection. I really love the work that he does do. As far as anything new, I'm still lobbying for a Bullseye. Will it ever happen? Possibly, since they're Comiket back then, 5th scale. I'm just really excited to see what we're gonna see. Like, I got a feeling, I just got a feeling, we gonna get something. I don't know if it's gonna be 1, 2, or 3. You know what I mean? Maybe like LeBron. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Like, I don't know what we gonna get, but we gonna get something, man. And I'm just excited for it, man. I guarantee you it'll probably be at least 1 or 2 things I'll take away wanting. So I'm all here for it, man.
I'll be happy with 1.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with 1. I don't want. Well, art prints, are cool, but I want a statue. I know. I don't know if that's too much to ask for, but that's something I'm looking forward to.
Hey, they can have a whole day for art print. I think if they did art prints that's cool. But I do think you should. Hey, you know, Sunday is our art print day. Like that way, it's that day. You know what I mean? Like we can't waste a full 12 days on that stuff, man. Hey,
That
I don't even like cussing. Almost made me cuss right there, man. On that
that's a
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be wasting.
that's a pipe dream, Cash. Gonna take your art prints when you don't want them, not when you want them.
Hey, I'm trying to give them you know, support, man, feedback.
How about you, Rum? What are your guesses or your thoughts?
I mean, I already know what I want, but it won't happen. So
Racial Ghoul.
no doubt, but it won't happen. So, but still, I'm looking forward to it because Sideshow does drop something that unexpected. Like last year for me, it was that cap. The cap that's been shipping out now, and Lady Death. I still want to get that PCS Lady Death at some point. I'll
So
PO her, but
so Rome, question for you.
yeah.
What will Sideshow or Tweeterhead, I'm not gonna throw in XM, but Sideshow or Tweeterhead, do you feel will make first? A race or a man bat? I just wanna know. I just wanna know.
Oh, damn, because and I was watching some cartoons last week. I was watching these old Scooby Doo cartoon when he had Batman up there and the Man Bat was like the villain up there, and I was like, they have yet to do Man Bat, and I can't believe they haven't done him. Um, Honestly, I think he would get made first before Roz.
I
I
think it's
really
gonna
do.
happen, man. I
I,
really think it's gonna happen.
I
I
really
think we
believe
need a
he'll get made
movie.
first before Roz. I can understand the concept of Man Bat. Man Bat is a unique looking villain, his history and everything. Um, I think they'll do Man Bat before they do Roz.
Yeah.
So I I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some Spidey stuff. I would like to see Sideshow make a Scorpion. I really do. I want to see them make a Scorpion. We're
Oh man,
overdue
that'd
for
be
another
cool.
Scorpion.
That would be actually pretty cool.
So I've been wanting that.
Now you know the community gonna be upraged. Oh, XM's better. Oh, XM is
Yeah,
better.
you know it, but a lot of us like myself missed out on the XM version. I'm not paying no $3,000 in the aftermarket for them. So that's not happening. So, it'd be cool if they can drop us Scorpion. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Morbius because of all the bad jokes and everything that he got. So, wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody do Morbius.
Nice. I'll take a Morbius.
Same, because there's a cool custom Morbius that was out there in the past. It's pretty cool. So I think I got a feeling we'll see Morbius. For some reason I just got a strange feeling we're gonna see a Morbius piece.
Yeah.
What if they did that now? They take a break from Spider-Man himself and they just focus on the villains for a little bit, since he has so many villains.
And they need to. I mean, we got enough Spideys, and I love Spidey to death, but we got enough of them.
Stop that.
Make some villains. Make Tombstone for crying out loud. Why don't you
I
make
just
Tombstone?
said that to Buck last night. Buck said no.
Why?
I see. I don't know why you guys are always asking for random characters. Like, I get it. I get it. I understand. These are like good like rogues. I'm not the kind of person that collects like villains necessarily. So I like the heroes. I can have multiples of them. But also like I feel like if you do a Tombstone, how successful will it be for the company? I'm thinking about it from the perspective. It's nice for them to do it, always do like all these side things, but I think especially with the MCU being the thing, I think they will always now they're gonna always try to wait for it to coincide with a movie before they do like lower tier characters. You know?
Probably right. I mean, you got a better chance of the customs tackling him, but the thing is, it's just so many. It's a lot of villains that Sideshow, particularly, that they haven't done when it comes to Spidey and of course Batman, a
Yeah.
couple other people. But
We got Taskmaster recently.
well, Taskmaster, I feel they did him because of the the Black Widow movie.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
honestly, if he wasn't the villain in the Black Widow movie, I don't think we would have ever gotten that piece.
no. But he is
That's
a
a
Spidey
strange
villain
choice.
too.
He Taskmaster can be. He's been in a couple of Spidey books, but he's been in some Avenger titles as well. So I guess he could count as both. He's been in some Captain America books, of course. Because he could be, actually speaking, he could be qualified as a Cap villain. He's appeared in
Yeah.
quite a number of Cap stories. So I guess he's one of those all around villains. Pretty much like Doctor Doom. He can go against anybody. So
Yeah.
Jason says I want to see XM Vader. So yeah,
Nice.
oh,
I
that
could see
would be
Star Wars coming out. I could see XM, getting on behind Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess
Surprising.
has the chat been telling us what they'd like to see? Like, what statues would you guys like to see?
Polly said Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see Hobgoblin.
I'd like a
Matt's.
kingpin. Like, give me a kingpin.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Matt said he wants to see a Roman throne.
You're ready.
You already seeing it. I'm already.
One of one right there. I assume we would
4-foot
be looking for the
child, also
4-foot
known.
child.
Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna be huge. I mean, people bought Maestro, so there's people that are crazy enough to buy like massive statues.
Yeah. Price on that gonna be. I can't even guess what the price is gonna be.
He already said like on Facebook, yeah, don't expect this to be affordable. So
He said that.
I'm pretty
Thanks,
sure
Sam.
someone asked in the comments under one of the posts, and he's like, "No, it's not going to be affordable. It's not. Don't. Let me let you down easy now. If you don't have money, walk away."
Put you back to bed.
Oh man,
One more. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this one still, but I think we talked about it a little bit earlier. But for the last topic, I had Prime One thoughts on what they are doing and what's the next re-release.
Oh, how dare you!
The only thing that I'll say to it is not so much towards the big chat, but specifically like Batman and Superman, because it's been done that I can recall 3 times to this point. Like, do you think it's a bad rap when like I'll wait for the black version Batman, I'll wait for the black version the next Batman, I'll wait for the black version Superman? It's just like a known thing, and I almost feel like you're not really keeping your customers at a guessing standpoint, like, oh, what's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? Because you know not to buy this blue version because the black one's coming, and now it's like, okay, do I really get this Predator? Do I really get this Alien or whatever? Because maybe it'll be cheaper. Like, it's, you don't know. So that's my only thoughts on it from a customer standpoint.
I would actually say like to what you just said. I think that predictability is good. The fact that people know that, oh, if they do a Batman in black, we're gonna get it in blue, or like there's a chance. I just wish they tell people that it's going to happen. At least people mostly expect it to happen with all the Hush Batmans to get like 2 color variants, but I wish they would announce them at the same time
Yep.
without like blowing too much air, because I've been talking about this constantly. I just say make things clear from the jump. You know, like what they did to the people that collected that big chap. I don't think it's good. Some people are fine with it, but it seems like majority of people, based on the poll that John put out on Facebook, majority of people don't like it, right? And so it's up to you. You know, don't support it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to sell out. So it's like all you can do is honestly, anytime you see something bad, like a company doing something bad, don't support it. That's all. Don't support the product, and then you can reward them when you think you're doing something good.
Yeah.
But if you don't like this big chap release, and you are someone who wants this statue, you make the choice to vote with your wallet. If you buy it and and you don't like the fact that there's a re-release, but you still like just want it for yourself, then you're telling them something that they can get away with it, and so they'll
Yeah.
keep doing it.
I think you said it, Buck, last night on Collecting Weekly chat yesterday. We were talking about this a little bit. You might as if you're gonna say something, or if you're gonna do something, do something. Like say something, or like argue with your wallet that you're not gonna buy it. But just in case anyone's missed it, Prime One is re-releasing In their words, Prime One Studio is proud to re-release a sold-out collector's item from the Alien series. So they literally said that. So like
Collectors.
yeah. So like
Oh,
at my like at work, in order to get something approved and like posted on our Facebook, it has to go through a whole tier system. Goes from like the marketing group all the way to the leadership, all the way to like it goes up a ladder and it gets approved. This got approved by Prime One. You know, I'm sure they have the same like system or at least something similar.
So
But
you
this
don't
guy,
think it was like a translation thing? You know,
yeah,
Phoenix
no
had
way.
brought that up where it's like that's a nice excuse for Prime One, but you know, come on, if they're renouncing this on social media, it was vetted way before then to make sure translation was correct.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
proud to say this. I'll tell you straight up, they don't. If out of all the companies, the company that doesn't give a shit about how you feel about the business practices is Prime One, right? Like they are apathetic. They have like almost zero presence in terms of the community. They the most reaction we get out of them is the next level showcase. Otherwise, they don't really have any interaction with us. They kind of just don't care. You know, they release the product, you buy it, and that's it. Like all your complaints, to be honest, you're just complaining to other people in the community right now. So if you don't like this, you have to not buy it. But if you buy it, you know that's all. That's you speaking with your money and your wallet, saying you're gonna give them money when they do this, and that's the only language they understand. They're a company, they're a corporation. They don't care about your feelings. They make a business move, and then if it's profitable for them, it means it was a good decision.
Well, they're an
So one
Asian
thing,
company, right?
What? Yeah.
Japan.
Okay, so yeah, because Hot Toys is very similar, so I'm wondering if it isn't like, you know, just cultural to that area because they do not communicate with people. Now, it's gotten different now that Queen has entered in to that 6th scale game.
Hmm.
Things have changed a little bit, but they wouldn't communicate at all. They just had no cares of what people thought about anything. They were just going to put out their product and people were just going to buy it up and that was it.
That's really good you said that. Wait, so is Hot Toys now like talking more to the community?
Yeah, they're actually slowly rolling things out a little bit more. Like they, for the Pattinson Batman figure, they
Hmm.
came out and said, "Hey, look, these are the changes we've made to this,"
All right,
and
that's
that's something
nice.
they never did.
Okay.
Wow.
And so you can see competition makes a big deal. So thank you to Queen
Exactly.
Studios for existing in that space. And like you can see, Prime One doesn't need to give a shit because like they're the only people making one third like stuff for the most part. Like one third DC, there's some like more or less they're the only game in town. So until they get like some big competition in that space, people don't have like alternatives. You know.
I have one more thing to say on this. I saw someone comment saying on one of the posts that someone was doing the same thing. You know, stating their opinion on it. They were just, you know, hey, I feel this way about this, and this guy said, well, you know, you have no place to complain. Like you weren't ever gonna buy this anyway. And his like reply to it was like, it's not me that's complaining just for myself. It's me complaining for other collectors. If it's happening now, it's gonna happen again. You know,
Yeah.
that's why we learn from history, right? Like
Hmm.
not to repeat our the
Yeah.
mistakes we did in the past. So like I feel like honestly for me this is a mistake, even if it's just like I think another argument was like the base is different and there's no wall behind it. It's
Hmm.
like literally the same thing though.
Same
They like
pose, same figure.
yeah,
Like
and
same
we're
sculpt.
literally calling it a re-release too. So it's not
Hmm.
like we're making these words up or we're getting this out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing to bring up, like, or have a discussion about, not just to
Yeah.
like say it under your breath or whatever they say. Like
Yeah.
don't keep it to yourself. It's
Yeah.
good to have a conversation on it.
One thing that makes me sad. Sorry, I saw a guy that was he went in the Prime One group. You know, he says, "I know I was complaining the last few days, but I'm gonna get this." And that's why I said I don't have faith. I don't know. Exactly, man. So it's
You know, that's become my trademark. A lot of people will say that through this.
Oh man.
Uh, that's worrisome. One little thing also on that one, like I think I put it up in the chat. Like, so you know, Enchan
Mhm.
CFO, he received the damage, but there's somebody else that there's a bunch of people that received the damage. But the guy that received the damage said, "Hey, I got this damage, and now there's a re-release. You guys gave me $80, but I'm still like, I'm kind of out $2,000 because I can't like, what am I gonna do with $80? Like, whatever. But like, since you guys are re-releasing it, do you mind providing the broken part to me, like whatever?" And Prime One actually responded saying like it might not fit, the prototype's gonna be different. And I was like, come on, man, like you guys are calling
Same
it a
exact
re-release.
pose, bro.
I
Yeah.
know. You're like, that's a damn lie. They just don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
to
I was
deal
like,
with it.
No, but well, no, that was the first email they sent to him. They told him like, "Oh, it might not fit, like, because we might make changes. This is just the first like solicitation from the for the product. Like, we might make changes based on licensor feedback.
mm,
Um, but like, they said, and then at the end they said, check with us later when the statue has started releasing and shipping out to people, right? But then there was another message that said you already accepted $80, and
oh,
so
that's bull
like,
crap.
too bad, basically.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't make any sense. Did you see the color scheme they used for the re-release? Where like the border of the alien wording is in blue now.
Yeah, I think. Sorry,
That
go ahead.
well, that's from like more of an aliens motif from the second movie.
Hmm.
So why are you using that border as like part of your release and not just do an alien from Aliens, and then
I
no one would complain about this?
I think that color scheme is actually done like that to differentiate the re-release from the original.
Well, I can understand that, but if you're gonna do it, just do something from the second movie, and no one would complain. You could just put an S on that and don't call it Big Chap.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys, we had a lot of topics and we talked about it for like an hour and a half. So I love discussions like this because time just goes by like without and it's like 10 o'clock here. It's crazy. But it's cool. You guys want to see
Long
some
weekend,
pictures?
baby.
Yeah, exactly. You get a beer here soon, but let's get into some pictures. Of course, Art has to show off really quick. It's a badass collection, Art.
Oh wow, look at the
Nice.
vegetation in the background. It's amazing.
Let me zoom in on that real quick.
I wish I could. I wish I could afford vegetation in my background.
That war machine looks nasty,
Yeah.
but I won't be getting it.
It's funny. I asked him, what's his name? Payne had him on his channel, I think, or was it? It was like a live unboxing or whatever. I asked Art, like, does he care about? To me, it looks like two-tone colors, like a soft silver and a matte gray. And he
Hmm.
says in person, it's like when you look at steel, like steel has like a brown, gray, silver color. It's like off tone a little bit. You can't see it in pictures, he said, but in person, it's a lot different. It's a lot more colors going on. But it's massive, man. And this
Yeah.
fire hydrant always makes it somehow. But yeah, it's massive.
Just like the way the light is playing off all the like metallic paint, it's crazy.
Yeah, right there. It's good.
Man.
I still want this one though.
Dude, all I was looking at was the Spider-Man, and it's gone now. You can see it. Look at the highlights on that, man.
Oh, you know who's selling this? Keesis is selling this.
Yeah, the Keesis
Oh, really?
isn't speaking my language right now, so like we'll wait for him. We'll to like switch things up. I mean, I haven't like talked to him about it, but like
Okay.
I've been seeing that. I've had my eye on it, but like I've seen it for a different price somewhere else. That's why.
Tell him to give you the casual price, man.
So with
Oh,
that war machine. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just trying to figure out what that small red thing was under his treads, but then I figured out it was a fire hydrant
Oh yeah.
because I was
Yep.
like, "What would he run over?"
I think that fire hydrant makes it into like a lot of XM pieces.
Because what's the greatest
Trademark.
goal if your cash ain't right?
It's probably like an inside joke at XM.
Here's a little closer. I could see what he's talking about here. Like it's a little bit blue, gray, brown.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I like that.
I think this is an older picture, but still, like, could you imagine?
Any pieces that catch your eye in this image?
Hope the sun doesn't reflect in there too much.
So, on a video, he mentioned he has tint on like a lot of the windows or all the
Okay.
windows. Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about too. It's insane, man.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
It's got a classy look to it.
Hmm.
Damn. That cyborg Superman. I don't hear enough noise about that piece, but
Oh yeah,
it's an awesome statue.
I
I
thought.
wanted that piece at one point, but wasn't able to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I jumped on the wish list at Sideshow and it converted, and then I was like, no, I probably shouldn't get this.
It's big. It's big. I'd
Got
get
to
it
say
if I.
pause, boss, but
It is right
Oh
there.
man.
wow.
Then the Hulk.
That Hawk on throne, that gladiator Hawk on throne.
If I could only pick three pieces, I would get the Hulk, the cyborg suits, and probably the Iron Spider.
That's a good question. If you guys were able to just to pick one out of all this, what would you guys pick?
Oh, just one?
Wow.
One.
Oh god. I
I'm
think
telling you
I'd
right now, I'll go for this.
fucking heck. It's hard.
I'll keep going.
I'd go for the Hulk on throne.
Yeah, I think I get that gladiator Hawk on throne. Yeah, I get the Hawk on throne.
Any more pictures after this?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we've seen everything.
Yeah.
I would get. I probably should get something that's super expensive, and I get, and I wouldn't buy myself. So I don't know. I guess it'll be the Hong Kong throne, but that's not where my heart is. I think I'd either choose the Cyborg Superman or the Iron Spider.
What about the Queen Spider-Man? Or is that because you hate Tom Holland? You would never get one
Uh,
of those.
Tom Holland is not Spider Man. He's shit. So I don't like
Oh,
him.
come on, Buck.
Is he just apologizing every time? That's not Spider Man. Like he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh no.
Austin says, "I'll collect Apocalypse."
Nice.
Apocalypse is nice.
The XM Apocalypse is
Yep.
nice.
Oh, is that the XM Rhino down there too? He
Mhm.
was
Yep.
kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Here, check
Damn
There's a lot
sure
of
it is.
good
I didn't
pieces
even
at the
see
bottom
that.
too. There's the Bermejo Joker. That's an awesome statue, but because
Yes.
I've
Saw
owned
that
it
up
before,
close.
so I don't need to see it again. But it's amazing. Damn.
He doesn't look like he has the glasses on Bruce Banner.
He probably broke them.
He just threw it on the base somewhere possible.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, you see the Merciless? The Merciless is like a huge piece according to Terry, and it's like it's that's something else, man.
That Joker from the movie really stands out. I think that's the prime one.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see casual. It looks smaller because that's forced perspective. We're further away from him.
This is what I want. Force yeah.
I'd like my perspective to be forced into this. Oh man.
Yeah. Art's cool, dude. Cool guy too, man. Like he's very nice. This guy got his tweeter head. I was gonna get this for Eddie. Eddie loves this one.
Nice.
Yeah, that one looks great.
Yeah, that's a nice little Superman piece. Not huge on Superman, but it's nice soups.
I feel like we haven't seen a classic one in so long. Like it's always the rebirth suit.
Yeah,
Something different.
right about that. I like to do soups. I'd rather have the classic. I'm not really with that rebirth soup. Oh, I like that Space Ghost poster in the back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot
Did
going
his
on
cap
over here.
shield break? Is that the one that was plastic?
Oh yeah, because this one's the yep. It does look like it's broken too.
Oh man, I'm remembering the old animated series.
Yeah, it's broken. No, it's just dented, like you were saying. That's crazy, man. Oh, I got this picture for you guys. What do you guys think this is?
XM
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Oh,
So much pain.
I'd still take it.
Oh man.
Cash
Depending-
me like
wait,
I
how
can
much?
glue that.
Let's see. What's okay? If you bought this for $3,000 and it came like this, like how much would you ask for it back?
I'd ask
All
them
of
for
it.
a re-release.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, like in terms of like,
All
would
of
you return it? You return it.
Nah,
I'm
you
don't
paying
have return.
$3,000 for that. I want it in perfect condition.
I guess that makes
if,
sense.
if you bought it like this, you would have to know up front, like, hey, this is like this. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the same picture, hitting up the doctor, like, hey, is this something you can deal with? If he says yes, okay, well, let's go back to the seller and we'll make it happen with a discount, man. Yeah.
Supposedly this arrived broken, but like XM boxes are so freaking packaged well. Like I don't see it just breaking when it's shipped like this.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know, it's not just like whether the boxes are good. When you're packing up the statues, if you don't put it
Yeah.
inside properly,
Yep.
it'll
Yep.
break. Yeah, if you don't put it inside the slot properly, it'll break.
So this falls back on the seller, right? Would you guys say, or
Yeah,
just the
I'd
shipping
say
company?
seller.
yeah.
So,
Because that Ultron arrived perfect, and I was kind of worried that was going to arrive with some broken pieces, and he came perfectly. So, yeah, the seller didn't. I don't think he packed that good.
Oh man, it's so sad. You can even see some paint rubbing off on the back.
Yeah, the paint. Yeah, I see that. That's. I think I would have just cried when I opened that box and saw that.
Yeah, man.
I should have just showed this picture.
Wow, look at that. See, it's got a chip.
Yeah,
Off of
that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'd probably ask for like $200 back and then repair it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you return it, like you're never gonna get this again.
Damn, no, I think it depends on how much you pay. If you're willing to pay like $3,000 for this, unless you got a good deal already, then like I'd return the whole thing and pay the overpriced amount I paid for it for one that's perfect.
That's true
know?
too. Yeah.
I mean, if this happens, I think a fair thing is free shipping plus repair. I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people reached out to this person. A lot of doctors that I know of like started commenting on it, saying send it to me, send it to me.
Yeah.
It'd be cheaper if you just send the tail, like I don't need the whole thing. But then I was thinking like, dang man, like I see a lot of other people complain about or like have issues with theirs, and I've never seen so many people comment on a post asking them to repair it. So I was like, that's kind of.
Hey man, we can sideshow. Let's get a scorpion. Rome is right, man. We can stop all this nonsense, man. Let's get a scorpion, man.
And old school Scorpion. I mean, make them new, give them a little updated look, but include that old school portrait.
Hell, I'll even take Scorpion when he's inside that tank. You know, when Jay Jameson was putting him in the tank. You can give me a little human going into the Scorpion. I don't care, man. I just want something.
First, they got to give us a new Spider-Man.
Jesus.
Jesus, bro, come on, man.
They need the suit from the animated series for Spider-Man. If they did that suit
That'd be cool.
just like that, would be perfect.
Who do you guys want a shocker statue?
He's doing this on purpose. That's what I'm saying, man. Because this is also what I want a shocker. Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
I felt
Austin
like that was a
Sweeney.
trick.
It was, but apparently Cash just won one. So
Austin.
He says, if any of my grill pieces broke, I'd cry too.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry.
You gotta cry.
You got to. It's like, man, that can be very depressing, for a collector. Because you're sitting back, paid all this money, and then now, what if I can't get a replacement? And all sorts of stuff just go through your head. You're like,
bro, I was about to say there's no way I'd cry over a statue, and then I looked back and I said, I would. I would.
yeah.
By myself, yeah. Not in front of these guys, but yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude, that is a creepy Valak. That is creepy as shit.
Yeah, that nun picture can go.
Yeah.
This reminds
Remember
me
I
of
told you
Carrie.
about getting that?
This
I
What,
think
the
I told
nun
you
piece?
that, bro. No, that gnome life-size bus. Remember from
I think, yeah,
Blue Hype
you
Box,
did.
they made the Caesar?
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
said no, man. She was like, nah, I don't want that shit anymore.
I don't blame her.
Who makes
I can't
that?
imagine just coming to my house and seeing that thing. And because my imagination,
Sounds like he wants none of that.
Some G.I. Joe figures down there.
Come on, Brenton.
And then, who makes that like Killing Joke statue?
This
Is
one?
that DC Direct or DC Collectibles?
I
Killing
think
you.
it is.
There's a statue there to the right. Not the
Oh,
art.
this
Yeah. Wasn't that the one Pudgy was talking about last night? That was
it?
PVC?
It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty accurate from here at least.
So like I like this picture because you can see all the lights that he's working with and how he tries to light up this Joker.
Yeah.
It sets it off, man.
I just like the fact that this dude doesn't even care about like any kind of cohesive theme. He's just collecting cool stuff. Got
Yeah,
like
it's all-
That's an old
trans-
school collection, though. That's nice.
Yep. Transformers, Voldemort,
Doom.
Joker, Batman.
Well, they're all bad guys, so there is a theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But Buck,
But
don't you think
Optimus
this is
right?
better?
What is better?
This is better because, like, you guys remember like watching like movies or like, well, I say movies because like I wasn't like around that time, but like when you go into like the old like arcade stores or like the old gas stations or novelty stores, and they would just have a bunch of everything. And I've always wanted that look because to me that look screams like culture, like it screams pop culture, and I like that. That's why I like Rome's setup because it's just it's a mix of everything, and I think ultimately we like more than one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though like Chris the Batman statue, like he's even said like he likes other stuff as well. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody likes more than one thing.
Yeah, I do like it. Yeah, it's definitely sick.
That feels like an attack.
What's the name of that
wow.
Transformer?
What the hell, man?
That's like what do you call that one? That Transformer there.
Huh?
That's not
oh,
Optimus.
Jetfire.
No, that's like the evil version of Optimus. It's red and black.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you call him?
With the Beast
Maybe
Wars.
no. He's I can't remember his name. Someone will say it in the comments, maybe.
Is that Harry Potter character below him?
Oh yeah, I can Valimore.
Yeah.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Or
yeah.
the God Butcher?
Yeah, go
Oh.
I was gonna say
This guy.
Jason says Nemesis Prime.
Nemesis Prime. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, that movie's gonna. I wonder is Rodney gonna see that movie?
Rodney gonna see it, and I'm gonna see him the next day at the barbecue and be like, "Did you go see it?"
Nah.
Because that starts the next, the day before the barbecue, so I'll be able to mess with him that day.
Damn. Thor Ragnarok, the sequel. I'm not interested.
I've heard some small talk that they're comparing it to Batman and Robin. I'm like, oh,
What?
So boring.
That's what some couple of critics that have already seen. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh,
And then
Understood.
another. I guess that's a topic for another day. But I don't know. NCU kind of waning a little bit.
That's that superhero fatigue, and maybe it's a real thing.
Yeah,
Nah, man, it's not a real thing. They just been making bad stuff. That's why.
Hey,
Is this an?
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, Brenton. One good thing about customs, going back to the picture you were just showing with the Wolverine, you will get a bunch of dials because I know you were talking to me about Hawk versus Spider-Man or whoever. This is where you will be able to get that Hawk versus or Wolverine versus is with the customs. I know a good guy who was actually coming out with a Hawk or a Wolverine versus Omega Red. That's a trusted commissioner as well, and I'm talking about Rome.
yeah.
And so you can find things like that, and those are ones I would say your money is safe and you're gonna get what you pay for.
That's a
How is
cool
it
piece.
on render to release, or like when it goes up for order till it actually is in hand? Do they also
This-
take 2 years?
For this piece, this is not render. This is a print.
No. For what Cash was talking about, that if we decide to go
I'm
custom
looking at
build.
a year for that blade,
Okay.
a year, so not too long. Like Wolverine versus Omega Red, I'm not sure on that one, but so far so good. Everything's been prompt. Very communication is very, very open. So
So you're trying to enable me.
That doesn't
no,
work,
I'm
man.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Can you see for the cowl they're using for the yellow part? It's like a leather texture, but that's not accurate for his head.
The
Shouldn't
pose on the
be.
throne seems.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this, but it might. If once it's painted, it might look good. All right.
Is this an old one, or I think I've seen this before?
There's a lot of Wolverine versus Ninja statues,
Mm.
and most of them suck. But you
Well, kind of just
did.
looks like he's lifting that leg up to let it out.
Oh, oh man, Wolverine is a bit sus though. Look how he placed that hand near where, like you see where that hand is, the
Yeah.
ninja hand. It's a bit sus.
Yeah, it's different. This one's really
I love
cool.
this piece, but
Wow.
I was too late to the party.
I hated the storyline. I hated it with a passion. I hated that whole clone saga, but Scarlet Spire kind of grew on me. He did kind of grow on me a little bit. So yeah, that is a cool piece.
Did you read the newer stuff with him?
Yeah, you know what? I got a book about 2 months ago. That's when that whole Peter Parker thing where they were talking about he was gonna die again, and
Oh.
I'm like, they bringing him back? I'm like, what the hell?
Well,
I think
don't read
they brought him back. He has like the Anubis helmet.
Slot's
Mask.
Clone Conspiracy.
Yeah, Clone
Ben
Conspiracy.
within that.
Yeah, 'cause I haven't bought books in
Not
so
bad.
long. So when I saw that, I was like, what the hell? They're bringing Ben Riley back? What the hell going on? So
I
I
was
bought that
flirting.
issue, and I said I was going to start buying again to get back, but I haven't really bought, so I haven't been keeping up. But I was kind of stunned they brought him back. I'm like, you going to bring Kane back next?
I think he is back.
Really?
I think.
Wow.
This piece
But
is
no,
awesome though. They're doing the same group that's doing this. I have a black suit and I have Kane like on pre-order. Right.
Yeah, I love the texture on this thing.
Yeah.
It looks great, but I can't support clones.
Oh man, I can feel that energy. For me though, I really like this costume, and I also like Kane's costume as well. I think that's the only reason why I like. That's the only thing that makes the fake Spider-Man characters like tolerable for me. I like that they all have like really good designs.
You're gonna stay until we smoke.
What?
That's just lipstick on a pig. To me.
Oh my god! Oh, we gotta talk about this, Brenton, later.
This one's cool.
Oh, I like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I like that setup. I'm
That
not really into anime pieces, but I like his setup and the colors really pop, off these pieces, and it just for some reason it brings the man cave out.
good
Yeah. Yep.
lighting, really good
Yeah.
lighting. I got two of these statues. Aside from the two I have, is there anyone I want? Mm, No.
Let me see. I think I got another picture. Oh no, same guy. Damn.
Wow.
I like The Witcher.
Daenerys. Yeah. That Witcher statue is actually pretty cool.
That's
Like,
1/3, right?
I like
yeah,
that.
it's like the guts statue. Um, really good. Like the base is
The
sick.
base is awesome with the logo right there.
Yeah.
That's
And then like all the monster corpses in the where he's standing is pretty sick. Man, they got that
This
Sauron.
this has to go, right? You guys agree?
Oh man. Wait, what's going on there? The TV is like behind the chairs. The chairs are facing another direction.
I
like,
think these are for guests or whatever. They're like
Uh
swivel chairs.
yeah, you're not
Yeah,
allowed
I
to
was
watch
about
the
to say they
TV if you
must
come
turn
over.
around.
money, 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 money.
That's for the
I like
people
Some
the
that
serious
style
money
here.
in there, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and this is Geo.
Geo.
I like that Lady Death.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before. That one's really cool.
Yeah, I like how he put these two, because of course, Thanos is a Dark Side ripoff, but at the same time, they look really, really great together. And of course, Geo got those repainted, and whoever his painter is, he or she does an exceptional job.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
I
it's
had this one before, and like the Justice League like little symbol or little shrine thing, you could actually see it now,
Yeah,
where it was just too dark. This
Hall of
is
yeah,
Justice.
Geo went the hell off on as Geo can do best. But I felt him on that. And at one point I wanted that piece, but then when I saw it at the Sideshow Con, I think it was last year, I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
it's cool. He also put this one up.
Oh,
I
that's
thought this was
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the
It,
two chunkin. No, just the one. The one custom portrait.
That sculpt looks like Rucker Hauer with a beard.
sideshow cable looks really
Is that
cool.
like a bum with a shotgun version?
That's nice.
Uh, I saw this. Luke posted on a comment. I was like, man, this looks amazing. I can't wait till mine becomes. I don't know what lighting he used, but I gotta use the same thing. It's
Stay
cool.
Puff Marshmallow Man.
I don't know how he got this in there, but not it fits. The Juggernaut.
It's got those thing switch outs.
Isn't that crazy? But that's cool that like he's showing it off too, so
Yeah.
or displaying it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
It's Lukey Luke's, and then he has
Is
like
there-
some Lego stuff on the top.
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say the Legos at the top. Very cool.
Very nice. Those
I'm
thing
actually-
portraits, those busts, those are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Waiting on a Lego set to release.
A custom
Lego's doing,
Popeye.
The Sanctum Sanctorum.
Well, let's just do this. Ren and Stimpy. You guys
Uh-huh.
remember that?
Yeah.
Is that French Toast Man?
Birdman.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand Birdman, attorney at law. Just give me old school Birdman.
What's the character from The Simpsons called? The cat and the rat.
Itchy and Scratchy.
Itchy and Scratchy. Yeah, yeah.
And then Shredder.
Shredder. Yeah. Popeye, steroid Popeye.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Go
Andre
and
the
Juggernaut. Andre
I
the
see
Giant.
Peter Griffin.
Oh yeah, he's fighting that chicken. I saw that one. Some pops.
Got Voltron.
Yeah, it's really
That
cool.
with is that from Fallout with the kid
Yep,
with the
this guy.
yeah.
I can
You
tell.
got the little Shoney's kid.
I was wondering what this was. What do you guys know what this is?
That's
Can't
Pit.
tell. Okay.
That's Pit, I think. That's was that's Silvestri? It's one of, I think it's an image character.
Yeah. Fits an image character. Forgotten character too.
That's really cool, Luke. And this one, someone posted. I've never seen this one before, but I thought it was really, really cool.
It's like an old custom. Ooh, his head look no. Was that RCB?
Oh,
I
Doctor
wanted to get
Fate.
that at one point.
this guy's selling it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a quarter scale too, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, this one's pretty cool too. Queen Studios released these
Ugh.
pictures and looks good, man.
It does look good.
Oh, I
This-
missed out on that. I wanted that one so bad.
Do you guys see now what I'm talking about? I feel like there's this conspiracy not to show us that other portrait. Everyone is conspiring to make sure they don't take photos of it. This looks really
The
good.
second portrait that goes with this,
Yeah.
and that's actually the portrait I would prefer over
Same.
Gail. Nothing against Gail, but I just prefer the other portrait.
Yeah.
They also released these, like, this was like probably last week, but like, what would you call this? Like warehouse pictures or manufactured pictures?
Yeah, manufacturing.
I'm not a fan of this hairline right here. You see where it transitions to her hair right here? That's
Yeah.
not good to me.
Are you serious?
I'm not liking it, man. It's a whole different color. Like I don't see any hair transitioning like that.
Yeah. When you're trying to whenever you do like the hair and it's
Damn
sculpted
it, casual.
as one piece onto the head, right? You generally want to fade the transition so it looks like it doesn't have like a harsh line.
Mhm.
That's probably why I did like that. But like at the same time, it might be too much skin color bleeding into the hairline as well.
That's what it is. Yeah.
This one looks
See,
better.
Yeah, here it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
I still haven't seen Black Widow.
Me neither.
I think we should leave it that way, Rome.
Do you guys know who this collector is by chance?
Yes, this man is a menace. I love him.
His name's Ricardo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Keep
of these
him
got
away.
to go. That's what this post is about, right? He's trying to
Yep.
see which one goes. Yeah.
I think he stayed with the sideshow one.
Damn, man. He's a menace.
When you say go, what do you mean? Like when to cut or when to?
No,
like,
no, no.
you gotta be specific with him, man. Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean?
But yeah, like he liked the sideshow one over the Queen. That's Queen Studios, right?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to like the Iron Man releases.
Yeah. But then this one, I honestly thought this was a custom, but this is XM's property right here.
I don't like it.
What do you guys think of the goo down here? There's like a lot of stuff going on down here. Kind of weird.
Well, I think
I-
it makes sense that it broke.
Yeah.
It was containing the symbiote, and it broke, and then the symbiote
Yeah.
slowly crawling onto Hulk.
Yeah. I think they should probably use like translucent resin for the glass and the container. It looks like a solid like color now. And then also
What is this? They're gonna fix this, right? Buck?
no, it's gonna be there because you can't package the statue with the symbiote sticking out. Maybe the seam will be more flush, but there's gonna be a seam there. It's unavoidable.
I just
Ooh,
wish
there
they
you
would
go.
stop doing that.
Black Widow never
Oh,
was good.
you can't listen to Matt. Like
Those teeth look amazing.
yeah, they do. But the gums, man, it looks. I feel
Yeah, I
like
don't
I've
care.
seen more appealing. There's a custom that I actually prefer that has this head, and that is odd. I don't know. I really don't prefer customs to licensed pieces. What
What's
do you
up,
guys
Slim
think
Boss?
about the like rocky base? Doesn't that look weird? The texture just and like the wash and the highlights, it just like looks odd.
It does. To me, it does too. Like that's what I was gonna complain about too. Not complain, but I was gonna like say like I don't get what the base is about. If they're in a lab like that, I'm sure that's concrete under it, but still, it's kind of weird.
Like
That they
the color and the texturing is badly done. And like I feel like they've been doing that a lot on the rocky bases recently, and I haven't been a fan of that. The dry brushing is too much.
Yeah. What do you think, Rome? You liking this one?
It looks all right, but I'm not really a fan of all this Venom, Spidey, Venom, Hulk, Venom, Batman, all that. So I mean, I like the concept, and there are a few things on this that pops, but it ain't for me. I wouldn't get it.
Yeah. This is true what Austin says too. He says, glad this is a slim base so the whole piece doesn't look too tall.
Yeah,
Hulk is going to be a tall, big character. So, yeah, this is going to be
Yeah, I'm not.
thankfully for that.
It's all right, but I don't know, for some reason I'm just don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, same here.
thinking what do I like about this? I like the symbiotes like tendrils coming off them. Look, the arc of them is nice. I guess that's it.
They're definitely coming out.
Musculature on the leg looks odd though.
That's how my legs look like.
Did you just check?
Yeah. Telling you, man, I've been running a lot lately, so it's happening. That's cool. This one came out too, the diorama. This is like not the best picture, but it's Superman's Insanity, I guess, or Superman Insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Insanity.
Brainiac is about to take a bite.
That's what it looks like. I think they got Misaplick up here too.
It's actually 30 Days of or Dawn of the Dead.
I never know how to say that guy's name. The guy just said,
Misaplick.
yeah.
There you go. So there's what's his name?
Zod.
Zod.
And there's
Mongol. That's
Mongo.
Mongol. That's right.
And that chick right there, isn't that
Livewire.
yeah, Livewire, yeah.
Yep, live
But-
word.
in the wrong Superman suit. That's my problem. You put him in the wrong suit.
What you have against
Exactly.
Rebirth? What you have against Rebirth, Brenton? Tell us. Tell us now.
I don't like the suit. I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah,
I mean, New 52 is bad enough with the collar and like.
Yeah, I'm not liking that suit. I guess it's got to be classic.
Could you guys see all the changes I'm making right now? or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if
Like,
there's gonna be a Dark Side and a Metallo.
I think you would have to put them on there.
Yeah,
Dark
you
Side
got
has
that
to
dark
be
side up there.
And a Bizarro, right? But I think I see Bizarro's hand. Maybe that's probably
This right here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe the fist is actually belongs to Metallo because it doesn't look like it's Zod.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
this is
Zod's
definitely
left
Zod.
arm.
Is it?
I think it's his left arm that's going to be like. I think you're right. That's Metallo's right arm,
Yeah,
and then Zod is coming at him with his left arm raised,
yeah,
like he's going to hit him.
probably. Yeah. So now I wonder where they put like Darkseid at the top or below.
Uh, Walton is saying, I hate the portrait and don't love the texture in the symbiote. Oh, this is for the
But
previous
it's for
one.
the previous one.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
Oddly
the
enough,
base
the
was
base
too-
where you see
looks
the
smooth.
symbiote.
There you go.
Yeah. It's at the XM warehouse, whatever they call it. So it's still a work in progress.
If people complain, and XM listens. You always got to give them props for that. They listen to
Yeah,
people.
they do.
Yeah.
Make their venom smooth. Listen to that. Your symbiote should be smooth.
I don't think they'll listen to that. I wish
Don't
they
add
would
texture
too.
to it.
Yeah. Uh, you know what? Minimal texture, but not completely smooth.
It's like being dipped in Jello.
This one they touched up too, like they fixed up. Well, I think there's not that little twist in his body as much as there was before because there was more of a pulling on his suit. I don't know if that's helping it or if that's being
It,
lazy or something. Or
no, I think it's helped because also now, like his torso sculpt looks much better. Um, before his abdomen looked weird.
Mhm.
And I think they changed the portrait as well. I heard they did, and I remember before I didn't quite like it, but now I'm fine with it. Overall, this piece looks much better. Um, I am not crazy about the vegetation on the base.
Why?
And it just looks. What's that? Why is it
Genosha.
green? I know why is it green.
Maybe
It's been
in
there for a
Savage
long
Land.
time.
No. What is it?
It's like a swamp area. Maybe whatever he crushed landed on a swampy area. Maybe it fell on a tree.
That's green like that.
It's very woodsy.
Can't
Would
tell.
you
I
guys
don't.
say like we should be done with the Sentinel bases or?
I would say so. It's like every X-Men piece they make, they put somebody on a Sentinel. It's like, well, there are other characters in the X-Men universe besides Sentinels that you can
Yeah.
put characters, X-Men characters with,
Do you think it was a licensing thing? Because Sideshow was doing it too?
Possibly.
could be.
Also, maybe they just want the pieces to go together. But that Cyclops, the 1/3 one with LBS, is got the Brood on it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys. So that's the last of the pictures. I gotta say one more thing real quick.
Now you gotta want this life. You got to want it.
You got to want it right
I
down.
thought Buck was saying it.
Got to want it.
It's funny, man. Like I was looking at my Facebook and my Instagram the other day. I was like, like my close friends from work or from school. I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, where's the statues?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like, I don't even look on regular Facebook that much.
A lot of them, yeah. Like, when I do look at Facebook, I'm statues. But when a lot of my friends post stuff, it's political stuff. So I'm like, no, forget that today. But it's interesting, man. Like, what do you guys got going on for 4th of July? You guys going out anywhere, or you guys staying in town?
I'm not going anywhere until Saturday, so I'm stuck in the house. Basically, we got people that like to shoot fireworks on this street, so I can watch fireworks out here. So they're shooting them off right now, as a matter of fact.
I'm picking my buddy up from the airport on Monday. So that's the 4th, and we might do something together.
How about you, Brenton?
Just family picnics this weekend. So I have one tomorrow, one Monday. So I guess just a lot of sitting around eating food. Guess can't go wrong with that.
It's good, right? That's good.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally the best life of all lives right there. That's cool, man. I'm gonna drive up to PA, so I'll see if I can stop by. That'd be cool.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Cash, man. Like, what do you got coming up?
Uh, nothing, man. It's just another fourth, man. We will see what happens, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Just gonna have a good time, eat some good food, and you know what I mean. Just have a good time, man. It's the weekend, you know what I mean. But it's kind of weird because when you ain't working every day of the weekend, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's a weird feeling right now, man. But yeah, dude. I'm happy, man. It's crazy, like to think like we at the halfway point of the year. Like it's crazy to think that, but like we're at the halfway point, and this so far from a like just a collecting standpoint specifically. I mean, it's really been a good year. Like if you really think about it, it's not necessarily about how many pieces you get in per se. Even if all you got in was 3 pieces this year or 2, it's been a good year. It's been
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
year.
It's all about the journey, right?
Hey, that's all that matters, man.
And I think Rome, you saw Cash act like a little kid when he got his Doc Ock, right?
Yeah. Couldn't blame him. I mean, like I just said, it's always gonna be that one piece. You're gonna be like, man, you just sit back. I can't wait. I can't wait and unbox this the next day. I gotta unbox it now. That's how it was with him. You know, I sat around. I said, oh, fuck it. I gotta take him out. Take him out. So, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you on that. You know, I still got the Spidey Venom piece boxed up. I was tempted to unbox that, but I just said, nah, I'm just not in a hurry to get that out.
Wow. Okay. Man, this guy gets grill after grill, and he's just really, really smooth about it. So that's cool, man. Well deserved too. You know, hard work pays off, right?
Yeah, especially, you know, having to work 12 hours, you know. Yeah, I would say, yep, this was all about, I guess, doing all them hours and, you know, working my back off like that does pay off, you know, just like for everybody in this hobby. You know, I think, you know, all of us, whatever we do, you know, we work hard, and then, you know, people who don't understand what we do, you know, some people kind of do come around when they see actually what we do, and they see the quality and they see the product, you know, because I get a lot of people that say, I see why now you collect these things. You know, I'll never do it, but, you know, I see why you collect, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. All my coworkers still call them toys, so it's like it's their handicap.
That's an insult. That's an insult.
Yeah.
Not toys. You can't play with them. You can't, you know.
My girlfriend still gives me trouble about it, man. I'm just like, one day, man, one day. Let's get out of here, actually. Go play with your makeup. I don't know. Do whatever you want. He's not here, so I could say all this right now. No, that's cool, man. Like, I always love this clip too. So you guys are definitely
It's a good group of boys. We're all gonna die together out here. You're a good group of boys to die with, I'll tell you that much. You should have come here.
Man, that's what we're gonna be saying like 4 days into Sideshow Con when they're showing us the art prints. Shouldn't have come here.
Oh,
I hope not.
especially with the art prints. I got so many art prints laying around that.
Bro, man, I think you're taking this title, honestly.
I don't know. The guy out in Colorado, I think he got me on that.
Oh, that guy.
Man, he got me on that. So
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like, again, like, Brenton, Buck, Rome, Cash, man. Thanks for making it. I know it's like, you guys could be partying at the club or going out with somebody
I'm
right
too
now,
old
but
for the
like,
club now.
I'm too dedicated to the statues for the club, man. That was the old me.
You're
Hey,
buying drinks and you're like, this is statue money.
Yeah, yeah. Statue money ain't going
oh
towards no
man.
drinks or no, bitches on the floor,
Yeah. I'll be damn. I'm throwing some ones, man. I'm sorry. Hey, that's NRD right there, man. That's
start
NRD.
collecting them. You're like, oh shoot, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Like, wait, Daniel Bell just dropped a new statue.
Bro, yo, Rome, since you're not like looking for a Peter or anything or a Spidey, what you saying about that that guy that's up top, perched up top above your head?
Oh, him? Uh he's got to stay on top of that. He's got to watch over things. He got to watch over things.
I'll give you a rock. You can use that as Tombstone, and you swap. You trade the Spidey for that with me.
Oh man, I can't. When did I get him? I got him like I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. I got him from the same person that's supposed to be on. Well, he made it, but as far as shipping it out yet, that Black Panther piece that's coming out, same group. So that Spidey took a while to come. So yeah, that's
Say
honestly, believe it or
hi.
not, that's the only Spidey in my collection besides the Spidey Venom that I got in. So I'm like, for someone that's a huge Spidey fan, to only have one Spidey piece. That's
Dude, I'm a huge
yeah,
Spidey fan.
blasphemy.
I don't have one. I don't have one right now, and it's bugging me. Yeah, I need Sideshow to come through.
Well, they might. You never know. We'll see. We'll see.
I haven't been liking the red and blue customs. Like there have been some like other characters that have been cool, like that Ben Riley we saw earlier. Um, that group is doing some nice stuff with Spider-Man. You know, so like, just need Sideshow. Make me a good Spider-Man, please.
Sideshow Con, San Diego Comic Con. Listen to Buck. But yeah, let me let everyone go. But again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. I'll be doing like a little raffle thing or a giveaway. So see you guys Tuesday.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.